Hello everyone, how are you today? Welcome to my channel. How is everybody doing? Wow, you guys, the Christmas is coming very fast in our direction. I'm not complaining. I'm very happy. I love this time of year, but also the end of the year. This year passed quite fast. No? Or it's just me? But today I want to share with you another Romanian recipe, another Romanian dessert that we usually make it for Christmas, during Christmas time, during this period of time. It's a very simple and very easy recipe and also very cheap. You don't need a lot of ingredients and they are quite cheap ones that we are working with. And we are calling it in Romanian Prãjiturã Tãvãlitã. Tãvãlitã basically means it's coated in coconut flakes that we are going to use. So it's just the name and just basically the procedure, not really the actual dessert. Let's go with another name in English so it will be easier to pronounce, easier to have it in mind, because I don't think like chocolate coated coconut flakes, chocolate coated in coconut flakes, it doesn't sound that good. And I saw some recipe in English, they were calling it like chocolate coconut squares or chocolate coconut bites, so we're going to go with that name in English so it will be way easier. I do plan to use some walnuts as well. I do like it with coconut flakes, but I like it more with walnuts, so I'm just going to shred some of the walnuts and I'm going to use that. In Romania we do have a machine, at least in my household we were using that machine that is actually very old and gives a very nice shredded walnut. But today I'm going to use the machine that I usually use for like shredded things. We'll see how that goes, because we'll see. And also I have here the coconut flakes. Here I have 360 grams, but I'm just going to use like around 200, not more. It will be okay, more than enough. And as you guys saw, I do have my sponge cake and I have my chocolate syrup. In the chocolate syrup, you guys, I did add some chocolate. This is a personal preference of mine. I like how the chocolate gives that nice taste and texture to the syrup. But it's okay if you use only cocoa powder. Actually we did it with only cocoa powder for many years, and also instead of butter we were using margarine, margarina in Romanian, margarine. So we were using that because it's way cheaper, so we were using that margarine a lot instead of butter. If you decide to only use chocolate, I will recommend you to use dark chocolate, just because we want that dark color and also that bitterness of the dark chocolate. And today I did use milk chocolate from Dr. Oetker. I love this type of chocolate, but it's okay, you can use any type of chocolate. It doesn't have to be like for the one that you're using in baking. It's okay, you can use every type of chocolate, dark chocolate. Just keep in mind, if you want to use only chocolate, just go for like dark chocolate. And if you want to combine it, just because of the bitterness of the cocoa powder, we're going to use some milk chocolate, because we only want that texture and the taste. We don't want the bitterness that we already have from the cocoa powder. Also, it's very important for the syrup and the sponge cake to be cold, just because when we are dipping like the squares in the chocolate syrup, if it's very hot, the syrup will go straight away into the squares and the squares will break and you will not be able to handle them very easy and nice. So just keep that in mind as well. In most of the households, you guys, you will find the squares with the coconut flakes, but I do like to have it with walnuts. So it's just simple to make them both. You basically follow the same steps, and only when you coat them you put some coconut flakes or some shredded walnuts. So I do want to have them both to show you how you make them both, but to be honest, my favorite is the one with the walnuts. I just love the walnuts in there, but you can make them both at the same time, like I said. So let's go and do the walnuts. Okay, so my walnuts are right here. They're not very shredded. I was looking for like more nicer shredding, but it didn't work out like I was planning, but it's still okay. Nice. Now we are going to cut the sponge cake in squares and then dip them. I actually have two ways of doing that for dipping the squares in the syrups, and I'm going to show you both of them. Also, I'm going to put the syrup in another bowl as well, just to have for the coconut squares and also for the walnuts. When it comes to cutting the squares, you guys, of course you can go bigger, smaller, as you want. You can play with this one. There is not like a measurement that it has to be followed. Just play with the squares, cut them as you want. So let's do that. Come with. Okay, so I didn't record when I took the cake out of the tin. Sorry for that. This is how it's looking like. Nice. Now we're just going to cut the edges. So nice. Smells so good. Ooh, look at that. Looking good. This is the syrup. Okay, so we are having here our chocolate squares, and I'm going to show you the first technique. Just going to put them in the syrup, coat them very well, remove the excess. Then we put them in the coconut flakes, and with a spoon we're just going to coat them very well, just like that. And here we have them, nice and easy. The other technique is, you guys, you take a skewer, you put it here in the middle, and then you dip your chocolate squares inside. To be honest, I don't really like this technique, but that is one. And because I divided my syrup, I don't have enough here just to immerse it under, or because of the shape of the bowl, to be like fully coated. The extra one. And there you have it, another coconut square, chocolate coconut square, sorry. So this is my squares with coconut. They look amazing. I'm just going to put some more coconut on top of it, but they look very good. And now I'm going to do the one with walnuts. Also, you guys, you see here I have a lot of coconut with the syrup. Most of the time I don't have time to like let the extra syrup go away, so it ends up here. So yeah, you see what I mean, that you need to let them remove that extra syrup. So yeah, now we're going to do the same with the walnuts. I don't know why I divided the syrup, because basically I don't need to, but I just did it. In my head it was making sense. All the time I'm doing the same, and I just realized I don't know why I am doing that. I basically don't need to. Now those ones with the walnut flakes, they don't look that pretty like the one with the coconut. Like the contrast between like the dark chocolate and the coconut flakes is very nice and beautiful, so it has like more of the impact. And this one, no, not really, but still they are delicious. There we have them. You guys, I'm not going to make more with the walnuts just because my walnuts are not very shredded and they don't look like the prettiest one, but they are delicious, so here we have them. So you guys, like I said, I do love this cake a lot, the dessert, but my favorite thing to do is I have here the extra syrup that I divided. Here it is. So here is all the syrup that I'm having. That is for the entire cake, don't worry. The thing that I like to do, oh, I love to do this. So these are the sides. Take one side, dip it in syrup. This is like Romanian churros, like Nader said, and go for it. So good, so good. Delicious. So here we have the Romanian chocolate coconut squares and walnut squares. This sounds weird, I don't know how to say it all together. I did put a lot of coconut. Do you see that? These are delicious. Cheers. Okay, I chew it because many times I'm like talking with my mouth full. It's not nice, Petryna. It's not nice. They are delicious. Look how good are they looking inside. My camera will focus. There we go. Nice. I'm so impressed how good my sponge cake turned out. Cheers. Nice. Now let's try with the walnut. Still my favorite ones. So delicious. Okay guys, so this is the recipe for the Romanian chocolate coconut squares and chocolate coconut walnut squares. Jeez. Like I said, it's very simple to make. We make the sponge cake that is very easy to make as well, and then we just wait till they cool down, put them all together, and there you have it, a very simple and easy dessert. And also for us during Christmas time, I don't know why we are making this most of the time during Christmas time. Maybe because of the coconut flakes, we are having that impression there is like fake snow, but I don't really have an explanation why we are making it more during Christmas time. I don't know. I was thinking about it while I was making the dessert. Is like, why do we only make it like during Christmas time? I don't understand. But in most of the households, at least in my area in Romania, you will find this type of desserts when the Christmas carols, when your family are coming around Christmas. So I don't know why it's a tradition for us to make it, but we do, and it's delicious, and maybe you want to try it as well. Please let me know if you do, and please let me know as well if you have tried before. What do you think? How do they taste? You can actually add sugar in your coconut flakes if you want. Many times we did that, but today I decided not to. You can go with like simple granulated sugar, but you can actually add some sugar if you want there. Maybe you don't really like the taste of the coconut flakes or so on, and that sugar, it will like hide the taste. It's very delicious, it's very nice, it's very simple. Also in our recipe, like back in Romania, we do use like rum essence, but I don't have any here, and I cannot buy it from the shop. To be honest, I looked for it many times, but I didn't see it. So since I think it has a little bit of alcohol inside, I will not be able to find it. But we do use like rum essence to put in the syrup. I do like to add the lemon zest. Just gives a very nice and like holiday spirit taste. And I do like to add it, but you can actually skip it. And I actually add vanilla in the sponge and in the syrup as well, but you can actually only add it in the sponge cake. I'm just giving you option. Maybe you're not a big fan of vanilla. I do love vanilla flavor a lot, and as you may notice, I do add a lot of vanilla just because I use like the powder one, and it's not very strong. And even though I tried many types of vanilla or vanilla extract, it didn't went very well for me. I didn't couldn't feel the vanilla there, and I was just spending extra money, to be honest. Thank you very much for watching this video, you guys. I really hope that you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe, like and comment down below. Very close to the Christmas, you guys. I'm very excited, can't wait. We don't know how we're going to celebrate it yet, Nader and myself, but we'll find a way, I'm sure. And I hope you're having a fantastic Christmas and a fantastic New Year's Eve, and I wish you an amazing new year. From now, we are starting already. Once again, thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you in my next one. Bye!